Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 3. Back again to do some more trips soon. Coming soon, Train Sim World 4. I'll bring you that as soon as I can. But before then, this. Well, we're going to be on the East Coastway this evening because I haven't done it for a while. January, I think, was the last time I did some trips in East Coastway. So we're going to do back? No, we're going to go back and do some of that. I knew what I meant. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello. It's going out on a day. I don't know which one. It's one of them. There's 7. It's going out on one of them. It probably won't be a Sunday or a Tuesday or a Thursday or probably a Monday. It could be a Wednesday. It could be a Saturday. So choice of 2 of them. It's going to go thing. Anyway, there'll be links in the description below to where you can get the game. Link down there to where you can watch me on the Twitchy and the thing to the thing. Good evening to Trent and Kerry. Yeah, I was going to do a heavy duty challenge this evening. But it won't load. So we're doing this. Heavy duty challenge, hopefully, will be on Thursday. Right, let's click on the thing. We'll choose a route. And we'll do the east the east ones. Which is down. Okay, someone's stolen it. It's gone. It's not there anymore. Someone's stolen the East Coastway. There it is. No, be that one there that says East Coastway by it. You've got your... Oh, finally got my bus thing sorted. I have some guess what I'll be doing later. I'll be going on the buses, I will. Kerry's going to drive some buses. Hi, Gary. Right, we'll start with the 3-1. Do we do the new one or the old one? New one, old one, new one, old one, new... We'll start with the new one, 2020. And we'll do the class 377 because we can. Have we got a thing? No, we haven't got a thing. Oh, yes, we have. Or we can do the Pride thing. We will do. We'll start from. We'll go from Brighton to Hastings via Eastbourne. Date is the 12th of September because that's the date. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably not. Unless by some miracle you're watching this on the 12th of September next year or the year after. I would have retired by then. Anyway, we'll get started. Hello. I'm Mr. and I'm not. That was a noise. Okay. Unlock doors. I've got to shove a thing in the thing. Where is everything? Up there. Headlights. Stay running. Tail lights are off. Yeah, we're in the Sims and Stuff Pride livery at Brighton. One of the apps place to be. Going to Hastings. Calling at some places along the... It's a very low horn. Calling at some places along the way. Have we got windows? We have windows. We'll have some... That's going to Victoria. So London commuter may be the next route that we do, being that it goes from here as well. I sound sure. I'm not sure of anything in my life anymore. I used to be sure of something, but now I'm not so sure. That's not how it goes, is it? I used to be uncertain, but now I'm not sure. Alright, we'll shortly be locking doors. Wait until 10:32. Okay, fine. Well, fine, I'll wait then. If that's the way you're going to be, I'll do the waiting until the 10:32s. Hi, Connor. If that's what you're going to be like, we will wait. Dead batteries. You only charge yourself up. And dead batteries, chargers, little batteries. What do you call yourself? Thank you very much and welcome. How was my afternoon? Brief. Can we soon be going now? It's 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lock doors. Right, there's no escape now. Gotta remember what the controls are after that this afternoon. Okay. 3.3 miles to Farmer. Is that right? Yeah, we're good. We're going. There's movement. Oh, God, he's here. The Light Vienna Tram Sim. No. In a word. I should have done this afternoon. Oh, there's a thumbnail. There you go. Thumbnail's done. I don't worry about that anymore. When can I do Train Sim World 4 streams? I will let you know. Oh, that sounds good. Nice train. Custom livery. Sims and stuff. Pride livery. We like a bit of that. So yeah, when I'm able to bring you Train Sim World 4, I will, hopefully before release. Last time when this was out, the embargo was the end of the embargo was the day of the early access release. So at least I should be able to pre-record some content, which I'll hopefully be able to do this weekend. Did I go to Pride? No. I've still yet to go to a Pride event. Alright, so we've got 3 miles. So we're making our way to Hastings. So we do a few trundles up and down this line. A slightly longer stream this evening than the one we did last time at lunchtime. The lunchtime last time one was slightly shorter. The evening longer one will be slightly longer. Does that make sense? You haven't been to Pride in about 10 years. I've yet to go. We were going to go to the London one, but it didn't seem to be like at one place. So looks like maybe next year. We are going to Manchester in December, so I'm going to end up at Canal Street. That's going to be interesting. That makes no sense at all. And you say I often make sense? Do we have 2.5 miles? Nice guy, Miles. Never called me back, though. If you're new, hello! Welcome to Train Sim World 3 Insanity. Insanity de Kubla Khan, a stately pleasure dome decree. It's not Insanity, in Xanadu, wasn't it? Xanadu. In Xanadu de Kubla Khan, the stately pleasure home decree. Not Insanity. There's a train! Wave, everybody! Are you waving? You didn't all wave, did you? I bet Ethan did. Yeah. You waved. Is it? No. We're not getting to the point now where you're all going to be waving at your screen. No. You're all slightly odd, yes, but there's no need to wave at your screens. Waved with one finger. Uh-huh. Right, I will be. What? Words? Waves and stuff. I've been trying to think of the name for my second Discord server this afternoon. I can't think of a good one. I was thinking shows and stuff. I don't know. That's something I'm going to have to work on. I've got lots of time in the car over the next few days, so I'll have time to think. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be shortly raving at Farmer. If you're getting off at Farmer, then get off. If you're staying on, then don't get off, because that'd be stupid, because you're supposed to be staying on. That makes sense? I think so. Entertainment and stuff. That needs to be short. Like Ethan. Not that short. Where Alf the sacred river ran through caverns measureless to man, down to a sunless sea. Oh, there we go. Someone's got some taste. We like that. Thank you, Captain Flack. That's just what goes around inside my head. The randomness of it all. We will now be arriving at... I've done that. Braking. Oh, I'll slightly overshoot it. It's fine. Still a little horn. Can I put the game volume up a bit? There we go. Hope it's not too deafening. I'm no deaf. That's a lot of people getting off the train. Who knew farmers were so popular? I could see me in a Land Rover, a check shirt. I do wear check shirts. I've had a Land Rover. Maybe I could have been a farmer. Wait until 10:38 and 30 seconds. Fine. Series and stuff. Yeah, something along those lines. Hello. How you doing? I like your top. The orange and black thing. I'd wear that. I quite like bright colours. But there's too many people wearing it. It's quite... You're sat in the special seat, aren't you? You're like, no, I'm just going to sit in the little special seat because I've got no friends. My wife left me. And I'm having to travel on my own now. Okay. Lock doors. 4.4 miles to Lewis. That's someone whistling. Okay. Lewis who? Wasn't he Morse's person, sidekick, assistant? Well, we are due at Lewis at 10:45. It's 4 miles. How long can it take? Power. Yeah, that was carried on for Morse. I never really watched Morse. My sister used to like Morse. Never really watched it. It's supposed to be quite good. Based in Oxford. And Lewis carried on. I haven't got enough time for new detectives. I watched it. What I could watch today? Piratey thing. One Piece. New Netflix series. Watched the first episode of that this afternoon. Not sure. I think it was trying to be too much. But I shall watch a second episode. How are you doing getting through Vera? I would have time, but, you know, I've now got an Ethan in my life. Did I finish Artstopper? Oh, God, yeah. Watched the second season twice now. Wasn't so keen on the second season the first time round, but watched it a second time, and yeah, it's good. Really looking forward to season 3. Oh, they're making a third season. Well, there's 5 books, aren't there? So I've got a feeling there'll be 5 seasons. Problem is, will they be too old as actors by then? Or will they just record like a couple of seasons in one go and just release them a year apart? That'd be the way to do it, I think, before they get too old. Right, 2.8 miles to Lewis. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? 'Cause I wonder where you are, and I wonder what you do. Have I seen Afterlife? Yes. First season, brilliant. Second season, meh. And a strange ending. Oh, second season, first season was good, second season was okay, third season was meh then. Yeah, I forgot it was 3 seasons. Yeah, strange ending. We are braking into Lewis. Hello, it's a train. Wave. Oh, God. Hope you waved. Skippy, thank you very much for that. Captain Flack, if you're still watching, you are now one of us. There is no escape. We are on the East Coastway in the TSW3s today. going from Britain to...
Oh, yeah.
Britain to the Hastings. Nice for my corgi. Lies for... And my... Nice for the corgi person. I think I might try to follow. Oh, crap, I'm braking. Speeding is happening. Speeding. Speeding is a thing. We're okay. No, we're not speeding anymore. Slowlying. It's gone dark. I can't see. Am I blind? Oh no, it's fine. We're okay. It's okay. No, we're all good. Yeah, I was due to do heavy duty challenge tonight, but it wouldn't load. Kept crashing before it even got anywhere. So reverted back to this. I'm glad, really. So Thursday may be heavy duty challenge. Right, braking. I wouldn't even get to a menu. It just come up with a breakpoint error. Tried verifying the game files. There's 154 files it didn't have. Oh, that's brakes. That's fine. We stopped. That's a view inside. Oh, loads of rooms at the end of the thing. Fine. I'm a professional, perfect person. I'm like, just call me Mary Poppins. Practically perfect in every way. No. Practically perfect in no ways whatsoever. Wait until 10:45 and 30 seconds. Right, let's go and say hello to my people. Oh, God, that was a thing. Where'd they all go? They all left me. Hello. Hello. You've all got the same jacket on. It's quite common here, isn't it? Hello. I thought I was me leaving then. I thought, how's the train going? I'm not driving it. I do like this livery. It's not my favourite. Don't tell Crispy. He's being moaned at again. That's just a regular occurrence, isn't it? Lock doors. Right, 7 miles to Berwick. I'm guessing it's pronounced Berwick and not Berwick. I don't know, I'm not from this part of the country. Oops, slightly speeding across the points. It's fine. Ignore that. Pretend it didn't happen. What do you think about the Polish railway? I've got no opinions on the Polish railway. Railway? I've got no opinion on Polish railway. It doesn't appear in any train sim. Right, 6.7 miles. And we arrive at Berwick. Increased speed. Give me more speed. Give me the ability to do more of the speed. Go. Not exactly rapid, these things, are they? I just realised the controls are backwards, how I set them in Tram Sim today. Which is why I was getting confused. I have this A and D I use to accelerate and brake. I had it the other way around. It's A to... Let me get that right. Yeah. It's A to accelerate, D to brake. In Tram Sim, I had D to accelerate and A to brake. No wonder I was getting really confuzzled. It's a nice line, this. We'll do every bit of it that we can. Simrail's Polish. Ah. Yeah, I never got on with that. That's the one that's just really confusing. It took 3 of us to work out how to find a switch that I needed to press and realised it was in a cupboard. Just slightly bizarre. Looks good, but confusing. A bit like myself, apart from the looks good bit. Three of us got confused in a cupboard. Yeah. I was young, it was dark. He said his name was Susan. He said that's where he was keeping his lunch. Okay, we're not stopping here then. Yeah, it's not how you spell Susan. Alzen. Susan's sister, brother, cousin, uncle. There it is. Yeah, it's there now. Hang on, that's... Oh, we've just missed it. That was just over 6 years ago. We did that stream. 6 years. Have I really been doing this madness for that long? Holy moly. Blimey. So I started in about the March, I think. So next March will be 7 years of doing this. I think that's 7 years is enough, isn't it? You get that for breaking a mirror, then you? I think 7 years will do me. Have a good day tomorrow on your own, Ethan. And have a nice weekend at home. I'm 24. What do you do with my life if I quit? Nothing wrong with being old. I'm 24. That's Keith in the doghouse. Yep, with the dog. Right, 2 miles to go. Yes, the 18 plus symbol won't be going up in this one. Did I design that train? No, Crispy from the Discord did the repaint on it. It is available in the Creators Club. If you just search for Sims and stuff. He's done a few Pride liveries for some of the trains. Some of them are really, really good. What does it say on the side? Sims and stuff. Ethan, please don't make me time you out. Right, we're approaching Berwick soon. Go to Hastings. Started at Brighton. Is it just Brighton to Hastings on this? I can't remember. Brighton to Eastbourne and Seaford. Okay. Or what we could do is we could do the return leg back to Brighton and then do Brighton the other... Stop colliding. Then we can do Brighton the other way. That should do it. I reckon. But it stops at Eastbourne. Wait until 10:54 and 30 seconds. Yeah, it doesn't work. You don't think I'm that professional, do you? I haven't even done the game link. It's Train Sim World 3. Just go and put that in Steam. What kind of professional do you think I am? I'm new to all this. Ethan, careful. Right, lock doors. Right, the next stop is Polegate. Oh, hang on, hang on. Bear with. I do like that. Right, 3.6 miles. So we're going to Polegate. Oh, wrong one. Then Hampden Park, then Eastbourne. So the train's going to Hastings, we're not. Useful. Like, no, we don't want to go to Hastings. We want to go there. There's a cliff railway at Hastings, though. That's worth going to, surely. I actually fired up Train Sim Classic this morning because I was going to do that at lunchtime. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I scrolled through the routes and I was like, it's just not going to be the same as this, is it? And I used to look, you know, I always said that Train Sim Classic would be the one sim. If I only had to do one of them, that would be it. I think it'd be this now. I'm certainly looking forward to the routes. Well, I'm looking forward to the Blackpool route in Train Sim World 4 when it comes out. I think the Vienna into Germany route is going to be interesting. Looking forward to the American one. The one route I'm actually not looking forward to, which I think it actually might be quite boring, It's the UK one. I will do it, obviously. And we will try it in the Flying Scotsman and see if we can get it to 100 miles an hour. But I don't think it's a route that I would do a lot of because it's only like, what, 4 stops? 3 stops, whatever it is. I know why they did it, Doncaster to Peterborough. But it's really screaming out for King's Cross. That's what everyone wants. Yeah, the Blackpool one's one I'm really looking forward to because that gives us the pacer. I think it's actually going to be quite an interesting route as well. So going from Blackpool North to Blackpool South, going round the long way. And certainly with the free roam thing that you could be able to do, you should be able to set stuff up. And I think that's going to be quite interesting as well. We're not going to stop here, are we? And I'm certainly interested to see from the editor point of view if Dovetail are letting you extend their maps. So, will people be making long routes in this now? Yeah, slightly overshot, but it counts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Polegate. The next stop isn't Polegate. So what we could do is when we get to Eastbourne, we'll try a different... wow, that was a noise. What about we come back from Eastbourne to Brighton in the 313? And then we go from Brighton to somewhere in something else. That sounds like a plan. As plans go. Are my headlights on? Yep. Man, I love me some trains. Slight problem. What's the problem? Can't I go from Eastbourne? The 313 doesn't run to and from Eastbourne. Well, that's pretty stupid. Fine. Okay, we'll have to go from Eastbourne back to Brighton then. In something else. And then we'll do the 313 from Brighton. Fine. Well, what can I bring from Eastbourne? Eastbourne, then. Streams coming up, by the way, after this one. Nothing tomorrow, because I'm going to do some roller coastery type stuff. I will be here on Thursday with 2 streams, one at lunchtime, one in the evening. One of those will be, hopefully, Heavy Duty Challenge, and one of them will be something else.
Oh, yeah.
And Friday evening we'll be here with some ETS2, doing a convoy and playing some music. That's in the evening. Nothing on Saturday because I'm out and about on trains. But then we'll be here Sunday with some farming and then back to a normal streaming schedule next week. Captain Flack, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Insanity. All right. So yeah, we'll find something that we can bring back from Eastbourne back. Mr. Sociable this week. Yeah, this whole having a life thing, it takes some getting used to. Having to fit it in with the work thing as well. And the streaming thing. Which is why there are the odd Saturday where I won't be here. Braking. We are now arriving at Hampden Park. Yeah, we'll find... There's got to be something. It's probably a rail tour or something we can bring from Eastbourne back again. I don't really want to use this. Hampden is Glasgow. I need to do Glasgow to Edinburgh one again. I should really try some of the other routes as well. Some of the American ones again. Some of them are actually quite good. I quite like the New York to Trenton one. Unlocking the doors. The doors are now being unlocked. Mind the gap between the train and somewhere else. Alright, should be one more stop to go. Mind the gap between the train and reality. Sims and stuff, accept no responsibility. We could get people to fill out an extra king card if we're that desperate. I always thought the skies are overly bright. A little bit. Thing is, you start in things like this, you start looking at the details. I think it ruins the experience. You've almost just got to, you know, accept the wins and ignore the losses. Hi, Michael. Right, Eastbourne next then, 1.8 miles. Anyway, people go, oh no, that train doesn't sound like that. It sounds completely wrong. Well, okay. If it sounds somewhat close, I'm happy. As opposed to sneezy, dopey, grumpy, doc, bashful. Happy, sneezy, dopey, grumpy, doc, bashful. That's 6. Who was the other one? Sneezy, dopey, sleepy. Sneezy, dopey, sleepy, doc, bashful. I don't know. I forgot. I don't know. Sneezy, sneezy, dopey, bashful, sleepy, doc, farty. Was farty one of them? Could have been. Grumpy. That's you. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what people can do with the editor. Yeah, resentful. I hope, as I said, that Dovetail will allow people to extend their maps. Doc, sleepy, dopey, grumpy, happy, bashful, and sneezy. 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 Because it'd be nice if they let people extend their maps. You know, I want to see Great Western Express extended. I don't know what the limitations will be. And then the ability to stitch them together. You know, will we get the ability to do more than an hour's run? Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? You can create new routes, yeah. But it's the length issue, isn't it? Does someone want Swindon? Yes, I want to go through Swindon in Train Sim World 4 or 5. I almost don't care if graphically it doesn't look great. Just give me a longer route. I asked that in the stream and the answer was no to extensions. Oops. So they're not letting you extend their route. That's a pain. So they're relying on people doing new routes and not extensions to their routes. I think they've missed a trick there, you know. Even if they just had a couple of key points at their routes where you could go, you can extend here or there. That's a Dovetail Games thing. They won't extend their routes. I'm not meant to hit the buffers. That's what they're there for. Well, we'll see. Right. I should turn to the timetable then. Hang on, no, you want to go back to the... Oh, God, hang on. You could extend pre-existing routes. That's what we want. Right, timetable. We'll do... Okay, we'll have to do East Coastway then. Could we do a passenger run? Is there a loco hauled vintage rail tour? Operate at East Coast. Well, no, because I want to go from... No, that's the same thing. No, that's the same thing. So we can just do that same vintage rail tour, but in all sorts of locos. So we just got to use the same train to go back the other way. Yeah, we got the 66. Acton Yard. Having aggregates. So that's going through Lewis. Okay, what if I do my own one then? What if we go Creators Club, Scenario Planner, East Coastway. Oh, hang on, 166. Edit. Edit timetable. Select start location. Hang on, we could have a thing here. Hang on, where were we? Eastbourne. I've forgotten the alphabet. Eastbourne. Confirm start. And we're going to Brighton. And we'll stop at all the stations. Haha. The 313 has a scenario of me Eastbourne to Brighton. You said to me that there was no 313s running from Eastbourne. I'm doing the pacer now. Pacer, the thing. Right, let's go Eastbourne back to... Well, that's not the livery I chose, but okay, that'll do. Oh, God, that's loud. How's the spare room? Looking good. Majority of the carpet is down. I just need to get a better quality Stanley knife, so I can do the ones I've got to cut. And I can't quite move the wardrobes. But yeah, carpet's out. Probably about 80% of the carpet's down. Right. So we did Brighton to Eastbourne. Now we're going Eastbourne back to Brighton in the 166. And then we'll take the 313 from Brighton. Note to self, never listen to Ethan again. Right, Hampden Park. Proper smoky. You're really quite sweary this evening, aren't you? Don't make me time you out. I do like the 166. I am so looking forward to the Pacer, though. Probably if I time him out, he loses his rolls, and then I'd have to like turn my phone off. Yeah, I like the 166, but God, it's slow. I am looking forward to the free roam thing that we can do in Train Sim World 4. I want to play around with that a bit more. So what you should be able to do in that is make your own like scenario up by placing like carriages, locos anywhere on the route. So in theory, you could have done this. You could have gone right. I'll put one train at Brighton. I'll put the 166 sat waiting at Eastbourne, and so you can do the route down. Problem is, it's platforms, isn't it? It's only letting you go into one platform. How can you do that? But anyway, in theory, you could go down, get out of one train, get another, and drive it back again. It was one scenario. Yeah, I was a bit like that this morning, Michael. My alarm went off because I never normally turn it off when I got a week off. And I actually didn't want to get up this morning. I'll get a line on Thursday. Or tomorrow. I'll get a line tomorrow. I've got to leave the house till 9 a.m. Yeah, exactly, Trent. I can almost set up, I can always be professional. I can actually set up a stream. Problem is you won't get the AI. That's the only downside. Is you're still going to run like this, being a custom scenario. You're just going to run up and down without any AI. But at least you can do lots along one line then. So that is going to make it quite interesting. I'm looking forward to playing around with it. I think it's going to be quite good. We have arrived at Hampden Park. Exactly, I'm not professional, me. I need a line on Thursday after rides, yeah. Well, Thorpe closes at 5 tomorrow. It's not like I'm going to be out late. I'll be home by 7. Not getting there till about 11:30. Now you got day at home on Thursday. How far is Thorpe Park? Hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. And then I'm in London on Friday. Locking doors. Might keep me awake. That's the problem when you don't do anything for a day. You're tired, aren't you? Well, I did have fun wrestling a carpet down the stairs this morning, and I realised put the carpet outside, and then looked at the state of the house. There's just a trail of underlay, like the foam stuff, just all over the kitchen, in the hallway, all up the stairs, all on the landing. So it's like, ugh. I used to be, the job I used to be in, I was like on the go all the time, and wasn't tired. But now, because my job isn't that, I spend more of my time just sat at the desk. you end up not having the energy to do anything. So I almost need to go back into a job when I'm on my feet more. I did become one with Anne. Nice girl, Anne. We got a second date coming up. Right, we're 2 miles from Polegate. Making our way back to Brighton. Where we'll switch to the 313. Does she have good suction? No comment. So tomorrow, no streams. I know. Well, unless it's peeing down with rain and I get back home early. Thursday I'll be here with 2 though. 1 at lunchtime, 1 in the evening. Friday night will be some trucking and tunes. ETS2 carrying on from Strasbourg, heading north. Nothing on Saturday because I'm going out to some places. And then we'll be here Sunday with some farming. And then normal stuff back again next Tuesday with Train Sim World 3. Could be the last stream in Train Sim World 3. Could be next Tuesday. Songs beginning with letter R. R for R. It's going to be easier than Q. Oh god, I'm going to have to do some braking. Speeding's going to be happening. See, I do like a diesel. Right, we are approaching Polegate. Oh, braking. People thinking, hang on a minute, I was expecting something electrocuted. Why is this diesely thing pulling into the platform? Again, if it was me, I wouldn't care. Oh, here comes a train. Is it going to where I'm going to go? Yeah, right, I'll go on it then. I don't care what they are. He was on a HST today. I'm normally on a 4-coach train. He was on a 9-coach. Oh, blimey. Oh, Ethan needs to know what train it is, how many carriages it is, if they're empty or not, where it's come from, how delayed it is, where it's going to. I don't care. Get to the station. Is my train on time? No. Is it late? Yeah, okay. Hi, Nitro. Right, Berwick, not the Upon Tweed one. As we head back towards Brighton. You'd like to know things that make no difference at all to the journey you're about to make. Exactly. That's why me and Ethan are going out for the day on Saturday. He doesn't know where he's going. There's 3 lots of tickets, and I'm not giving him the next lot of tickets until we've arrived at the place. So we can't look in advance what train it is, where it's coming from, where it's going to, how late it is. I'll just be stood on the platform and I'm going to be going, right, that's the next one. Or I just might not tell him. We're off to Berwick on Monday. Nice. Oh wow, you forget how slow the 166 is. Oh no, we're just going to take you to Swindon Station at a random time. If we got to wait 2 hours, we wait 2 hours. It's going to be hilarious. Midnight. Yeah, 5 a.m. Yeah. No. Waking up an Ethan at 5 a.m. No. Although it's trains, so you'll probably be alright. Oh no, he's not allowed to drink coffee. Right, 2.2 miles to go. I can still buy it, that's true. He's not allowed to drink it. So yeah, when we get back to Brighton, we'll switch to the 313 and go to the other place, the C place. It's third rail, isn't it, down here? So I wonder what we could use on the way back. C, as in S-E-A, not letter C. Yeah, I wonder what we can use on third rail to do the return. She sells seashells on the seashore. The seashells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Well, no, I almost need something that would run along here. $323. I've had this discussion before. Me 323's overhead, isn't it? I like the 323. Need to go back to Birmingham. Need to go on the tram route in Birmingham. We're now arriving in Berwick. Doors are unlocking. Mind the gap. I may ride one in Manchester while I'm going to Canal Street. I could pull. Brighton. That's okay. Where's the train going? Brighton. Lock doors. Doors are locking. Glind. Yes, I have an Ethan. Some would say I'm none of those things. Okay, I thought we were going uphill for a second then, but we're actually going this slowly downhill. Even with a downhill grade, the 166 is incredibly slow. Ethan's my toy boy and I'm his sugar daddy. Pretty much. He is an utter joy. Right, is it Glind or is it Glind? How are we pronouncing this? I'm bound, one of them's going to be wrong, isn't it? Or it's probably not pronounced like Glind. Okay. Or is it pronounced Hoodlefloodle or something? You know, just one of those things that's written one way and just not pronounced that way at all. Now, I'm looking forward to the Austrian-German route and the electric, whatchamacallit, the train that everyone's raving about. That thing. Well, I don't know. Do I sound like the Vectron? That's the one. Do I sound like someone that's what the operas? Because that's what you do. You opera. No. Classical, yes. Opera, no. Or it's just all the screaming. I like screaming. Greg? Right, slowlying. How's the voices in the head? Calm, currently. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching Glind. If you're pronouncing it the Glind place. Where shortly we will be braking. So yeah, making our way back to Brighton, and then we'll jump in a 313 and go to Seaford. So we've done Brighton to Eastbourne. That's the brakes aren't great, are they? Stop! Thank you. Oh no, people are getting off. Good. Get off, people. These Derek's feet are the same size as mine. He's a size 11. It's just that the rest of his body is just, well, big. So it makes his feet look tiny. Right, locking doors. Right, Lewis. Can he see his feet? Oh no, he hasn't seen his feet for years. Power! Not a lot of power. God, you wouldn't want this anywhere hilly, would you? Not that I know they can't cope with that many hills. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the December meetup. I think we'll all be going into that Sunday with not a lot of sleep. Come on, 2 miles to go. Won't even get to line speed. But you can see why they do run electrics, don't you now? Don't you now? Oh, Ed's going to be absolutely hammered. We were saying this at the weekend. I don't know who else is going to be drinking. That's the problem. Liam drinks. Ed, obviously. But I don't know who else will be drinking. Yeah, Derek doesn't really drink. He said he might. I think he said he will if I will. So, challenge accepted. You might get the train. If you get a good deal, Greg, that's probably a good idea from you. And then just get the as late a train back as you can. I'm not against drinking at all. Not one bit. It's just having the time for me. I can't really, during the week I wouldn't anyway because of work. If I'm streaming, by the time I get off the computer, sometimes it's like 9 o'clock. Too late then. The only time I've got really is a Sunday night and a Monday night where I don't stream, and then I've got work the following day. So it's never been a situation. This week I got a week off. Okay, technically, today I haven't used the car, so I could have had a couple of beers last night, Didn't. Thursday I'm not using the car, so I could have had a couple of beers, but I probably won't. Because I looked at the train cost, it's like 142 quid to go by train. Realistically, it's probably going to cost me 40 quid in diesel, maybe 50 quid plus parking. So, you know, if it costs me 70 quid, I've saved half. Timescale wise, not too dissimilar, 2.5 hours. So it's actually a benefit to me just using the car. Shove Ethan in the boot, get a bit of peace and quiet. Right, locking doors. Right, farmer next. £42.80 return. Bargain. It probably cost you that in fuel. Or not far off that. That's worth doing, Greg. If you can get a train that gets you there for 10, and then a later train as you can going out again. We'll be heading back to the hotel at like 6 or 7. I think your last one back might be about 10 o'clock, something like that. That's fine. You can come for the meal at the hotel, and then go back to Piccadilly. Perfect, Greg. You know, if I could have done it for like 70 or 80 quid, I would have done it. But not 140. But there's no advance tickets. Whatever one the cheapest one is. 22.20 is Nico's last one out. Perfect then. You can come to the hotel for the meal and then sod off. Happy days. Yeah, that's alright, Nico. Yours is 55 quid. Blimey. Yeah, I just look at, you know, the cost of fuel and travel. If it was similar, I'll get the train, not a problem. But twice the price? No. I will look again in case you have been updated by now. We're now going uphill to Farmer. And then we get obviously the difference being I've got to pay for 2. I should just tell Ethan to do one. Really annoy him at the end of November. Tell him to bog off. And then after Christmas, because that could be expensive, get in touch again. Well, we're doing lunch, aren't we? So I'm thinking we're going to be out of there about 3 o'clock. So I'm planning on being home about 6. So 3 p.m-ish. A couple of hours for Sunday lunch is more than enough. Then make your way back to Piccadilly. If you're watching, wondering what we're talking about, we got a group meetup in Manchester on the 2nd of December. Details are in the Discord server at the top where it says meetup. 12 of us, 13 of us so far getting together. A few people staying overnight in a hotel. So we're going to the Manchester Transport Museum in the morning on the Saturday. Then probably going to go to Salford Quays in the afternoon. And then have a couple of hours spare, Christmas market, whatever. Then make our way back to the hotel. Chance to shower and change. Evening meal. And then sit and have a few drinks and a chat. And then on a Sunday, going to a pub for a Sunday lunch. And then depart from there. So there'll be a couple of hours on a Sunday morning where I'm sure Ethan's going to want to be up and out on trams. The one time he doesn't want to stay in bed. Yeah, it's going to be a good weekend. This is definitely a long climb up this hill. I suspect mid-October. Well, again, if it's, keep checking every month. If in mid-October there is something that's really cheap, then I'll book it. £107.60 return. What, for you, Greg? I thought you said it was like 40 odd quid. Oh, me. Yeah, don't forget, it's not just me though, is it? It's me and my other. £140 quid on our rail card, yeah. Exactly. That's twice the price it's going to cost me in fuel. So yeah, I wouldn't entertain that. Well, what's the... Ethan, have a look at the furthest point... Oh no, you're not released. Well, have a look at the end of October and see what it costs with an advance. How's Crispy getting there? Train. No, he's doing the train. Wibble, wibble. Hang on.
Wibble, wibble thung.
Thank you very much, Dorset. 22 months. Have you really been around that long? Has he got chocolate biscuits yet? That's the most important thing. I've got chocolate biscuits in my fridge. They've been in there over a week, unopened. This whole being on a diet thing. Okay, I know I gave in at McDonald's on Sunday, but, things are getting desperate. Tomorrow morning, Dorset, you need to just go out, get chocolate biscuits. Get your priorities right, man. Man cannot survive without chocolate biscuits. What about chocolate? I hope we got some chocolate in the fridge. Nice bit of Cadbury's Dairy Milk or something. Even I've got chocolate in the fridge. And an unopened box of Maltesers. Right, Molscombe is next. No. Oh God, yes. Dorset. We have to. Can we have a Dorset watch? Can someone just check in with him every hour to make sure he's okay? I can meet you at Sherborne Station about, 10:30 tonight, Dorset. I can bring chocolate. Did someone say Maltesers? Yes. I have one of the big boxes in my fridge. It's been there a couple of weeks. Unopened. Right, Molescombe. And then going back old school electric with the 313. I'm heading to base camp tomorrow to see if they have supplies. Otherwise, it's all over. I'm sure base camp's going to have, well, at least chocolate. I think you're guaranteed chocolate. Chocolate biscuits, maybe pushing it. Things it'd be one of those little tiny packs of chocolate biscuits they'll charge you £2.50 for. You're better off spending a couple of quid in fuel, which I know won't get you far nowadays, driving to your nearest supermarket. Problem with that is you then go in going, right, I just need chocolate biscuits and chocolate, and you come out having spent 45 quid. Oh, is it one of those things? Oh, it's a Wednesday. He'll be here. Ties his dog up outside. Comes in. Looks all cagey. Grabs the chocolate biscuits. Heads for the checkout. Sticks them in his pocket and leaves. You know what I might end up having after the stream now is a cup of tea and some chocolate biscuits. Slightly... Okay, most of the trains on the platform, it's fine. You have hobnobs, but only limited supplies. Are you having to ration yourself? Right, I can have one at 9 o'clock. You then go to bed shaking. Get up in the morning and you sit there and think, what time is too early for chocolate? 111 quid using split ticketing. Eek. Driving it is. Oh, it's like that here. If I haven't got chewing gum, bottled water, and chocolate in the house, it doesn't bear thinking about. Well, actually, yeah, you're not getting bottled water. Once that runs out, I'm not buying anymore. I can turn that fridge off. He didn't say anything about the chocolate and the chewing gum, though, did he? Right, London Road. Yeah, bottles of water in my drinks fridge. You get water out of the tap cold. You do? Thing is, I've seen how clumsy he is. They'll end up with, there'll be a glass of water knocked all over the laptop. I'm going to get him one of those tippy cups. When I got it free from work, it came out of one of the posh shops in Heathrow. plastic beaker, yeah. Braking. Oh, balls. Deja vu, anybody? I used to have one of those Brita things. And use that to fill the kettle up. I then didn't bother. I gave up on that. Because we got hard water here. Rock hard. Good for you, a bit of lime scale. Right, we must be approaching Brighton. Forgot where we were going then. I think it's just over the bridge on the left. Yep, Brighton. See, this is where the ability to stitch routes together would be flipping awesome. Because obviously the London to Brighton comes in this same station. So imagine how cool it would be to do this run in, get off this train, get on another train on the platform, and then just run straight to London. I really hope they'll let us stitch their routes together, because someone would do this, wouldn't they? Instantly. I don't know if there's any way. Actually, there isn't. Doesn't look to be. You can't get from this line to the London line. 68 quid from Worcester Parkway. That's an hour's drive to Worcester. Means I've got to leave the car at Worcester for 2 days. Right, so that makes it 76 quid plus driving to Worcester. So we're saving an hour and a half. Drive to New Street. If I was going to Birmingham by train, I'd park at Birmingham International. Just hop on the train from there. So yeah, at the moment it's still a lot cheaper to drive to Manchester. Right, we are arriving at Brighton. So we'll change to the 313, leave Brighton again and go to Seaford. Don't hit the buffers. I'll try not to. Don't forget, tomorrow I won't be here. So no stream tomorrow. But I will be back on Thursday with 2 streams. One at lunchtime, one in the evening. One of them hopefully will be Heavy Duty Challenge, if it's not broken as it was earlier. And then we'll be here Friday night with some trucking. We have arrived at Brighton. Yeah, diesel prices going back up again. No one says a word. So gone up 20p a litre in the last 2 weeks. Why? There's no reason. Yes, so I think it's just going to be... yes, my car's too old. For now. Lock doors. done, which is why I have to be careful where I park in London. We went to Richmond on Sunday, and yeah, where I park near Ethan, which is where I'll be going tomorrow. That's outside the ULEZ zone. Can't I drive to Manchester and Ethan takes the train? I like your thinking. He pays his own ticket to Manchester and back. I drive. He hasn't booked a hotel room yet either. Right. So let's go to trains. Choose a route. East Coastway. Timetable. We go 313 this time. And so we'll go Brighton to Seaford. We'll do the 10:10, 12th September. Indeed you are. No, Ethan will be paying for his own meals that weekend. God, I can't remember how to do all this now. Alright, forward, unlock doors. Where's all the things? Headlights. He's going to get in the first round. No, I'm going to put a note before the thing anyway to say that on the evening in the hotel, everyone buys their own drinks and obviously their own food. And on the Sunday in the place we're going for Sunday lunch, Ed's saying make sure everyone brings cash. So we'll just all make sure we've got enough cash to be able to cover our meals and any drinks. And then it'll just be one bill. Did I put my meals on wheels? Not yet. Why do you think I've got... That's why I've got an Ethan. He's going to look after me in my old age. He did the drying up the other day. That's a start. He's doing the washing up on Friday. Locking doors. Right, London. Oh, God, we've got separate breaks, haven't we? Right, London Road. I'm not at the point yet where I need taking care of. I want to be as independent as my old man. He was 93 and still very independent. Was looking after my mum. Still driving. Had an iPad, an iPhone. I'm not sure if that's comforting or threatening. Exactly. Okay, back to London Road. See, it actually sounds like a proper electric train. I've just got to remember it's not single hand operation. I've got to apply the brakes. So making our way down to Seaford this time. Alright, unlock doors. And we wait in silence. That's the sound of silence. I reckon Ethan's going like Norman Bates. And he'll keep my body in the rocking chair. Okay, well, there's a thought. Locked doors. Molescombe. That was a noise. Ignore the banging, it's fine. Power. So this is the same bit we did last time. So I'm guessing at some point we'll fork off. I haven't watched Simpsons for years. Actually, brake's quite good on this. Oh, just about. We'll take that. Welcome to Molescombe. So where are we going? We've got Molescombe, Farmer, Lewis, Southeast, so that's the point where we turn off then. Southeast, New Haven Town, New Haven Harbour, Bishopston, Seaford. So we're about half an hour from Seaford. Okay. Wait until it's 10:17 and 15 seconds. Lock doors. Go. Yeah, definitely prefer this older stuff. Although I quite like the 323, that's fairly modern. It's all about the noise. It's got to have a certain noise to it. So I'm going to be on a variety of stuff in London on Friday. You're old, fat and ugly. You're probably the oldest here. We've got a couple of people of pensionable age that are regulars in the group. And we're doing Steam again. Probably when Train Sim World 4 comes out, I will do the Flying Scotsman on the East Coast main line. See if we can get it to that 100 miles an hour. 2 score and 17. God, what the hell's the score? Alexa, what's 2 score and 17?
I don't know that.
There you go. So 57. Oh, you're a young chicken. Compared to Ed. Ed's in his early 60s. Dorset's 24. A spring chicken. And again, that's the one thing, and I'm going to be honest for a second. The one thing I love that brings this community together, this awesome community together, is that they're all a bit odd. Age doesn't factor into anything. I never think of anybody in the community. Their age never enters the thought process. Not once. And so we've got people here from, 16 and younger. Orange Boy is probably 13, 14, I think. Well, he's not around much now. Up into there, I'm going to say late 60s as probably regulars. And age is never a factor. Not at all. Age is just a number. Exactly. Wait until 10:20 and 54 seconds. We will do that. I think I can cope with that. Logging doors. Doors are being locked. Indeed, Ethan. Hang on. Release the brakes probably help, wouldn't it? That's better. Oh, yeah. Never a true word, Gary. And again, that's, this, not just the people that watch the streams, but the community that's built behind it. We've all got the same interests. We're all slightly weird, which helps. We've all got a slightly odd sense of humour, which is why I've always said, if people come onto the streams and stick around, then you're one of us. People that find the stream and go, well, okay, oh, it's Train Sim World 3. Oh, why is this guy being so random? Why do you talk about food? Leave, fine, not a problem. They're not one of us. The people that become more part of the community realise how awesome all these people are, and once you get to know them, they really are. I've made some really, really good friends from people in this community. The only friends I've got are people in this community. I never thought that I would find someone that is so special and important to me as I have, Ethan, and that's through this community. So we really are an awesome, awesome bunch. Right, 3 miles to Lewis. I can get the power down a bit now. No, Connor, because it took me it's taken me 6 years to get the amount of people that I've got. And that's by being me. It's not an instant thing. You don't expect to stream and then go, oh look, I've got 550 people watching me. Yeah, all right, Ethan. Again, I don't want to become a bit late now, but I never wanted to become a big streamer anyway. I've always said if the community got to a point where I couldn't keep up with chat and couldn't interact with people in the community, I would stop. Because me, like a lot of people, followed the furry one from the beginning. And then when he became so big that you couldn't read chat, you couldn't respond to anybody, and then basically didn't care about the community anymore, that made me realise that's someone I'd never want to be. Oh, yeah, indeed, Michael. You know, I lost contact with my family 3 years ago after my parents died. So the only thing I've got is this community. I work in an environment where I don't have friends at work, which is something that I've always had up to this current job. So it's this lot, well, you lot, is all I have. One big happy family, indeed. Right, a mile to go to Lewis. Poor Ethan's in a huff because he's not allowed to see me. He was with me last weekend from Friday till Sunday. He's with me tomorrow because we're going to Thorpe Park. And then he's with me from Friday afternoon till Sunday again this weekend. He wishes he could have seen me yesterday, today and Thursday as well, though. And to be honest, I wish it's the other way around. Family isn't always who you're related to. Yeah, that's really true. Just because they're your family doesn't mean they're your friends. Yeah, I had a very close relationship with my parents, my dad especially. So really struggled once he went. Braking. Can I have a view of the train? Thank you. What are we doing time-wise? So yeah, we'll get to Seaford. Maybe we'll try the little freight run thing. We don't normally do a lot of freight, but there is that freight one. So maybe we'll do that before we do the Endy thing. Yeah, that's definitely not working, is it? This API is not available. We don't know how long you've been following. Yeah, it's still broken. I reckon it might be a Streamlabs thing. The Twitch API might have changed. Locking doors. Doors are locking. Right, South Ease. I keep wanting to call it South Sea. No, South Ease. You mean there are other streamers? What? Yeah, same here, Gary. Mine passed three years ago now, and Mum went 7 weeks afterwards. And about 6 weeks after that was the last time I saw both my brothers, and lost contact with all my family. So yeah, that was literally, I was literally, you know, on my own for the first time in my life. And it was then all the streams I was doing over COVID, because it's over COVID, that then new people joined, started to get involved, started to become part of the community, a bit like the likes of Crispy, Trent and Greg. That you get to know them more. They're joining him in the multiplayer stuff more. And you. You were just really annoying because I kept sacking you from the bus company because you couldn't admit the fact that OMSI wouldn't run on your laptop. Which is, you know, why, if you look at the Discord, which I know isn't that active, the amount of people that are in it, no one talks. And I get that. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Okay, maybe we won't go. We'll be going to Seaford then. Right, what we'll do is we'll do Seaford back to Brighton. How about that? We'll do the return run because I want to see Seaford. Right, we'll do the East Coastway. We'll do the 313 again. We haven't got a thing for that, have we? Oh, yes, we have. Right, we'll do Seaford to Brighton. Who's getting blamed for that? I'll take the hit if you want. Right, let's open the windows. I have to remember where everything is there. And I've already just done this as well, haven't I? On, forward, unlock doors. Oh yeah, we're in the Pride livery version now as well. Don't know why I didn't use that last time. That's a lot of people. So yeah, we'll make the return run to Brighton then before we end. See if we can do it without spadding. Headlights are on. Headlights and marker lights. Seen it now. So I can go to Brighton. I'm not going to keep harking on about Ethan, but that's one of the reasons why we get on so well. Is that we'll go somewhere. Where did we go the other day? The place past Southend. Literally, it was get there, walk to the seafront. I had a pee, and we walked back to the train station. And it was like, yep, okay, we go now. Went to Southend. Shoebury Nest, that's the one. Went to Southend. Got there, had some lunch, walked up the pier, literally got to the end of the pier. I stood there for about 2 minutes. So we're going to get a train back then. Yeah, okay, got on the train, walked back to the train station, went to Shoebury Nest. It was like, yeah. You've been collecting since 1970. Nice. No, Shoebury Nest wasn't great. But it was, you know, the end of the line thing. Ethan's trying to visit every train station in the UK. I'm not a train geek. For me, I quite like travelling and transport. So for me, it was more about the going somewhere I haven't been before. I've always wanted to do Southend Pier. Southend was actually all right. It wasn't as bad as Barry Island. It was very seaside town, busy, really busy because it was hot. It was very hot. But yeah, Southend was all right. Shoebury Nest, nothing there really. I would have quite happily walked back if I'm honest. It wasn't a bad walk. You know, Southend, not somewhere I'd say I'd rush back to. I've still never been to Brighton. That's on my list. I would like to go there. I think I need to spend a weekend down in like the southeast. I love Dover Castle. I haven't been to Dover Castle since they uncovered more of it or opened up more of it. So I'd like to do Dover again. I want to go to Brighton, so maybe I need to spend a weekend down in that corner of the country. He's doing his Train Sim Classic. I was going to fire that up at lunchtime today. but couldn't really find the route that I wanted to do. I was looking for something that was like a couple of hours long. Ended up doing tram sim, which I was disappointed by. So this was my other choice. I'm only doing this tonight because Heavy Duty Challenge didn't load. Hopefully that works on Thursday, which is the release day. So I'll try and stream it then. Yeah, I'm not here tomorrow, don't forget. I'm going to Thorpe Park. So I've got a week off work. So doing the roller coaster thing. But we'll be here on Thursday lunchtime doing something, and Thursday night. Friday night, I'll be back going to London during the day. But we'll be back for trucking Friday night. Won't be here on Saturday because I'm out and about on trains. We'll be here Sunday lunchtime for farming. Oh, no, wrong one. Right, off the break. Welcome to a game called Accident. See, it's I really like that. I was hoping that would be something that would go down quite well on a stream because it involves accident investigation. It looked really well done. I did a video on it. No one watched it. So I never bothered doing any more. So things like Airport CEO and stuff like that and Airport Madness, they're really good games. I think would actually go down quite well on the stream. You found it a little too linear and quite short. Also could be said about Ethan. I am toying with doing City Skylines 2 when that releases. Because again, with audience participation, I think that could be quite interesting. Next month we've got Forza Motorsport, so that's going to be a regular for a few weeks, probably on a Friday or Saturday. We got Cooking Sim 2 coming out, that's multiplayer, so looking forward to that one. Yeah, I've never really streamed the first City Skylines. We tried it in multiplayer with a hack that didn't work. You know, I used to watch the Ferry one doing Skylines and absolutely loved it. So I think that might be something I'll stream, the second one, because the second one's a lot more involved as well. Oh, the one in... I'm going to do that again over Christmas. The one where the chat decided what was As Dusk Falls. Yeah, I want to do that again over Christmas because I've really enjoyed that. It's a shame there isn't more games like that, because that was brilliant. I love the storyline, and that ending was really good.
Hello there. I see you was doing that flying thing.
Nope. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. So I cared for both my parents. So yeah, doing the gaming and the streaming helped take my mind off life and worries and things. That does not look like the flying thing. It doesn't, no, unless things go horribly wrong into a corner. So there's the ferry. It's not the Mersey though. All right, making our way back to Brighton for the third and final time. And I still don't know what to do over Christmas. Obviously, the last few years, apart from last year, because I wasn't in a good place, basically, I've done my long train sim journey, 7.5, 8 hours of somewhere to somewhere in a pacer. Obviously, by Christmas, we will have the pacer in this. So I'm almost thinking, do I do a long train sim stream, but in Train Sim World 4, taking the pacer from as far south in the UK as I can to as far north in the UK as I can. So we start at East Cornwall, work our way up. So maybe then you do Great Western Express. So, you know, in theory, do the bits of the route that we can do. And then take it up the East Coast Main Line. And then do Cathcart Circle, maybe Edinburgh to Glasgow. Oh yeah, there'll be a lot of pacer stuff, but I'm just thinking what to do over Christmas. If the Ethan's here at some point, then we could do something and split the driving. What happened to the roaming driver? I left him in Leeds, I think it was. Our driver got abandoned in Leeds. He's still there. Yeah, that was in Train Sim Classic, wasn't it? Right, locked doors. Christmas Eve. Well, no, because you'll be going home Christmas Eve, you muppet. I'll be here Christmas Eve. And Christmas Day, I will be here. And yeah, New Year's Eve. We've tried doing tabletop sim in the past, but haven't really sometimes had enough of us to do it. So I think we need to try and find something New Year's Eve to do that we can get a lot of people involved in. Right, back towards southeast. Keep an eye on red lights this time. Do golfing. It is good fun. The reason we've sort of put a bit of suspension on golfing, I don't, doing stuff like that, if you start doing it weekly or even fortnightly, I think it becomes a bit like normal. You know, trucking, we did it last week, we're doing it this week, so we've got pro mods now. I'm not going to do it weekly because you then become bored of it. I did golf last year on Eve. What, on the Christmas Eve? Or New Year's Eve? I don't think I streamed New Year's Eve. Was it New Year's Eve? Really? Well, no, I might have streamed and come off early then. I was in bed before midnight. So yeah, and next year we're going to do the Isle of Wight thing that we didn't do this year. I think that's going to be a good one for Easter. Right, 1.2 miles. Keep your eye on those signals this time. We had a discussion in one of our multiplayer rooms about Sims 4, and I actually watched back a little bit of the Sims 4 stream we did and forgot how funny it was. So again, I think that could be a good one for Christmas, is to get a few of us together and do the Sims 4 in multiplayer. I really want to do some SnowRunner. We've had issues with that in the past because everyone's got it on different versions. So I've never completed it. I've never got off the first map of SnowRunner. A construction sim we started doing, and that was going to be a weekly thing. Can't do it now during the week because Crispy doesn't get home, so he doesn't join in with the streams anymore. He's only occasionally on the weekend ones now. So we've also got to change who we have in the streams. People have lives and jobs and stuff. The community changes, evolves. People come, people go. New people join, old people leave. And we get the consistence. Me, Larwood, Ed. That's it. We're the three that have been here the longest. Ed's the only one from the original group that did the first meetups, 6 years ago. He's the only one that's still around. You can't get rid of him, the old git. Right, 2.8 miles to Lewis. He must really love me. Who, Ethan? I know that. And the feeling's mutual. Ed's just awesome. Ed is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to having an evening sit down chat with Ed. He isn't able to come on a lot of the meetups because of the walking and stuff we do. So I think it's going to be awesome just to get him to the hotel, plonk him in a chair, get him drunk, and just sit and chat. And that's the thing I'm really looking forward to about the Manchester one, is the evening. Because when we do the meetups and we're going places, you end up sort of getting a bit apart as a group, because you're wandering around. You talk to a couple of people because you're looking at things, and then you end up, if you're on the tube as we were in London, on the streets, you're not really in one group where you can actually chat, which is why I think someone in the London one left, I think halfway through the day, because I think it wasn't for them, and a couple of the people since the London one have pretty much gone from the group, and that's fine. The meetups aren't for everybody, but I think that just to be able to sit down around the table in the evening and actually just chat, I think that's going to be the good thing. And with no time pressure, people that are staying in the hotel haven't really got to go anywhere. So, 6 p.m. or whatever, we'll sit down, have a meal, and then if we're still there at 2 in the morning, we're still there at 2 in the morning. So I'm looking forward to that. And then if it's a success, then we'll plan another one. It's expensive, which is why giving people a lot of notice for it is good. So maybe we do something at Easter on the south coast. So whether we combine it with the whole hovercraft thing and Isle of Wight thing. Alright, a mile to go. Speeding. Gate crashing Sherborne. I don't know if he's still watching, but I have said to Dorset that I would like to meet up with him for a coffee at some point. Probably just me and him. One Saturday, just go and have a chat and a coffee. So yeah, I'll see if I can do that next year. You're not here anymore. No, we will do that next year, Dorset. Right, 500 yards from Lewis. Lucky it wasn't saying anything bad about him, wouldn't it? Oh, there's a lot of speeding going on here. Braking. And stop. Dorset would say worse about himself. I'm sure he probably would, actually. Let's make a coffee. I wouldn't have a coffee. Well, I might have a tea after the stream. And I may go wild and have a couple of chocolate biscuits, because I know tomorrow I'm going to be on my feet a lot. So it's fine. I will burn off the calories and chocolate biscuits. Right, farmer next. Oh god, that's a lot of speeding. Oh, it's fine. Not so much speeding. Yeah, coming up after this. Not here tomorrow, because I'm going roller coastering. But we're back on Thursday with something at lunchtime, and then something in the evening. In the evening, hopefully, if it works, heavy duty challenge. Although I might try it at lunchtime. If it's really good, I could do it twice. Friday night we'll be here with some trucking and tunes. And then not here Saturday because I'm out and about. But we'll be here Sunday lunchtime with more farming. The purple one will be on the farm as well. And he'll also be here for trucking again. Hopefully this time not annoying Dorset so much. We kept driving into him and crashing into him last time. And cutting him up. Yeah, and then speeding off and overtaking everybody. He did bring me a beer at the end of the stream. So, you know. He was very hurt. We could hear the tears. Don't change the mic. I actually started fiddling around with that today. I should carry on with that. I've got a lot to do on Thursday now. Come on, flat out uphill. You can do it, little train. Yeah, just check your stability in ETS2. If your stability is set to low, high, whichever one it is, you will fall over a bit. I'm really liking this line, actually. See, on Tram Sim earlier, we were on that like 40-minute route, which is good, but I did say at the time, I don't know, it just feels it's just lacking in something. And I don't know if it's because we got the ambient audio going on here. I don't know if it's the fact that you've got it's better scenery. you know, obviously we're stopping more in Tram Sim, but this has just got that something extra. It is about the noise for me. Audio makes a big difference. Train's quite horny. Right, you're slowing down into Farmer through Le Tunnel in the dark. Right, braking. Wow, these brakes are pretty fierce. Well, the initial, actually saying that, the initial bite is quite fierce, but then when you put them on in full, it's like, okay, are we going to stop? Yes. Oh, that's me. Open doors. Doors are now opening. This isn't that, was it 158, isn't it? With the stupidly slow doors. Passengers are being loaded at Lewis, heading back to Brighton. Locking doors. Doors are now locked. Right, Molescombe. I still really hope that we do get longer routes eventually in this. There's some stupid place names in the UK, there are. Because imagine doing a 2 or 3 hour route in this. That'd be so good. Even 2 hours. I'd be happy if it was 2 hours. The most aerodynamic of things, is it? You heard the new American route from end to end is 2 hours long. It's freight though, isn't it? So it probably is going to take you 2 hours, but you'll be doing like 20 miles an hour. Is it freight? No, it's passenger, isn't it? No, it's for. That's the one with the electric, the Vectron thing. No, because they've given the spec of the... I don't think it's 2 hours. They've given the distances. I've got all the specs for the for all the routes. I don't think it's going to be 2 hours. I know the Vienna one's not very long. Oops. The UK one's not going to take very long either. Well, they're saying the UK one's the longest distance in Train Sim World, but because it's such high speed, it's not going to take that long. Am I right in that? The distance between Peterborough and Doncaster is the longest route. Yeah, longest route in Train Sim World. Longest UK route in Train Sim World, then. I stand directed. Oh, Train Sim Classic. I've done 8-hour journeys. Train Sim Classic, there isn't a limit, really. But in this, there is. There does seem to be this limit. Right, London Road. Wheel slip. So London Road and then into Brighton. Yeah, I definitely was very impressed with South Eastern High Speed, which I did over the last couple of weeks. Not realising how much there was actually on that route. The only bit of it I don't like is the high speed bit, oddly. I like London Commuter. I think West Cornwall Local, or Cornwall Local, whatever it's bloody called. I like that because of the fact it's diesel. Glossop's okay. I'm not a fan of the fact that it's split, which is why I'm not a fan of the Midland Main Line, because it's not one route. You've got to sort of go in and go back out again. You've got to branch off, which I know is realistic, but you know they could have done other routes. But you know we are going to have 4 new routes in the 12 months that Train Sim World 4's out. 4 new UK routes from either them or third-party developers. So 1 every 3 months, as well as a few US ones and like German ones. So every month we're going to get a new route for Train Sim World 4. That's awesome. So 12 more routes in the next 12 months, as well as the ones that it comes with. So, you know, that's going to be a lot of content. And if, like me, you got all the DLCs, that's a lot of routes to choose from. You know, I can almost see me ending up just doing Train Sim World 4 and not streaming anything else. I think I'm going to get rid of my flight stuff off the desk and give that hiatus for a while, get some desk space back, and maybe sell my flight sim panels.
Oh, yeah.
Harper Crater, thank you much for the follow. I did it for like a week straight and didn't seem to get bored with it. What? Glossop? Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the fact that it's split. Train Sim World 3 or SimRail? If that's asking me which I prefer, Train Sim World 3. Oh, Train Sim World 3 overall? Oh, God, no. Yeah, I don't get bored with this. I should really start looking at some of the American stuff again and some of the German stuff again, because I don't really do much of those routes. Because at the moment, every stream, I'm just rotating through all the UK routes. So maybe next time, which might be Thursday, we'll have a look at something we haven't done in a while. Maybe one of the American ones. passenger, obviously, not freight. Right, into Brighton. Avoiding the buffers. Have fun. Right, unlock doors. Lots of trains in. Should you buy Trains in World 4? If you've only just bought 3, and this is where people are moaning about 4. If you've only just bought 3, stick with 3. Wait until you see 4 to see if what you get with 4 is a benefit. I should have put my thing up. Hang on. Trains in World 4. There we go. So there's the bundles of Trains in World 4. If you go for the standard edition, you get the training centre, the Antelope Valley, the East Coast Main Line, and the German one. If you go for the deluxe edition, which is about £40, you get Train Centre, Antelope Valley, East Coast Main Line, the German one, the Flying Scotsman, the improved Dresden Riser line, the Vectron. So you get a lot of content for 40 quid. And then there's a special edition. If you've never had one of the Train Sim Worlds before, if you don't own the original 2 or 3, I'd recommend spending the money on the special edition because you get some extra routes as well that come from the other versions. That's actually really good value. It's expensive at 80 quid or whatever it is, but it's really good value. I will hopefully be able to bring you Train Sim World 4 next week. I will be getting it early so I can record some content on it. And as soon as I'm able to stream it, I will. So hopefully I'll find out maybe even the next few days when that's going to be. And then I will be streaming, certainly on the week of release. I will be streaming it every day. Right, let's do... Acton Yards, New Haven Aggregates. Let's finish with this. Oh yeah, there was a brilliant Humble Bundle for Train Sim World 3. It was awesome. Oh god, I don't remember where. Hang on. So we'll finish with a bit of freight. We've got a red. Yeah, the special edition's really good value. If you haven't got it before, people are looking at it as though, well, why am I spending that much money if I've already got it? Well, that's only if you've not got any of them before and you want to just get into it. Then it's good value. Right, just wait for this red light then. I don't really do a lot of freight. I don't mind freight. I'm not a fan of all the shunting. Because there's been times in the past where I've spent so much time shunting, getting in and out the train. It's like walking simulator. Ah, this must be the train we're waiting for. This is not the train you're looking for. Lights. Yeah, there probably are some. There you go, lights are on. I could just sit and listen to this thing on tick over. such a distinctive noise. We're all good. Just waiting on the lights. I'll have a drink while we're waiting. Which means there must be something else due in. Or due out. I heard something then. Ah, there's something coming in. So whether it's that passenger train we got to wait for. Could be. That's going to come in front of us. So we've got to wait for that to come and go. You just can't beat a diesel on tick over, a big diesel on tick over. You know, barely keeping itself running. Yeah, that it does frustrate me sometimes that, you know, if we've got to sit and wait for that train, why not spawn us in now? Why not start it with that train at the station? So you can then turn around and go, oh, actually, once that departs and clears the light, then we're good to go. So by the time you set your train up, you're good. So we've certainly got to wait for that. But we've got to wait for that to clear the next light. And that's obviously got to go slowly across the points. It's fine, we're in no rush. Neither's that other train. Driver doesn't care, he's being paid by the hour. Bit of overtime. Come on. I was saying we're set as passenger. Okay. Yay, right. Thanks, we got a red up here now. Alright, we've gone to yellow. They're empty wagons. Not that many of them. Power. Oh, we got wheel slip. Right, it's got to go via New Haven town. Slight uphill grade. And we got a 40. Right, back off the power. No, I use keyboard. Yeah, cheers, Stokey. I think freight's okay if you've got a lot of power. I'm not a fan of American freight because it doesn't seem to be as quick. The first time when CSX Heavy Haul came out, because there'd been nothing like this, when that train stopped on the hill and I stalled it and I had to go outside and start the train, I just thought, wow, this is just amazing. And then it's just that balance of trying to get the train up the hill. That's the bit where this sort of stuff is really good, where the weight is modelled well, the incline's modelled well. You've got to really balance the throttle and be patient. A little bit of throttle just as it gets it moving. Yeah, I don't mind shunting. If it was, right, here's your loco starting in the shed. There's your row of trucks you got to go and take to there. So you go in, you pick them up, you then take them 20 odd miles to the place. Don't mind that. It's when you've got to faff around shunting lots of different things that I go, really? Some people love it. Some people quite happily just shunt stuff about. Not for me. But again, that's the benefit and that's the bonus of this sort of stuff, is that if people want to do electric, they can do electric. People want to do high-speed stuff, there's that. People want to do short passenger routes with DMUs, they can do that. People want to do some freight, they can do that. Yeah, derail valley. Well, that didn't work for me, did it? So I'm certainly looking forward to some of the new features in Train Sim World 4. The free roams, certainly. And definitely to see what people do with the PC editor. Their ability to create their own routes. Oh, that light changes before I get there. It's partly why I've slowed down. I've got a feeling it's not going to. He's going to have to stop the flipping thing. Yeah, Derail Valley, I tried it when it first came out. And then tried it again recently, but because my keyboard hasn't got a caps lock or whatever it was, I couldn't actually go through with it. It's a shame because games like that could be good. What's the other one? Railroads Online. I like the idea of that, and in multiplayer I think that could be really good. Right, is this light going to change by the time we get there? Probably not. Yes, it has. Right, we've gone yellow now. Right, so we've got to stop in 900 yards anyway. May as well just trundle it on in. Alright, track change over there. Down here to where we stop. To 11 miles an hour, it almost feels too quick. done. And there we go. We are done. Bit of diesel action, bit of freight action, and some new and old electric action. That's some of the things that we'd like about Train Sim World 3. Soon, Train Sim World 4. The pre-release releases in 9 days' time for those that have ordered it early. So I'm hopeful that in about 7 days' time, I should be able to do it. So hopefully this time next week, I will be able to stream it. We will see. I will let you know as soon as I know, and I will update streaming schedules and stuff. So yes, it won't be long now, and then it'll be a whole week of doing Train Sim World 4 and nothing else. So there we go. We will end there. More Train Sim World 3 potentially on Thursday this week. Yeah, I'll either be doing, or I might try Heavy Duty Challenge at lunchtime on Thursday. If it's good, then I'll do it again in the evening. If it doesn't work, then I'll do Train Sim World 3 at lunchtime, and we'll try Heavy Duty Challenge again in the evening. So that's Thursday. Friday, we've got some trucking in the evening. Nothing on Saturday because I'm going out and about on trains. Sunday we'll be here with some more farming. So lots of stuff still to come the rest of this week. So thanks to you, Line Chat, for keeping me company for the last, nearly 3 hours. 2 hours and 49 of the minutes. And to these people as well. So thanks to Harpo Crater, Captain Flack and Nyes for following, Captain Flack and Dorset for subscribing. One of those thanks to Skippy. The moderation team for doing Sodor and Dead Batteries for the raid at the very beginning. There we go. I will be back on Thursday lunchtime. Don't miss me too much tomorrow. I'm sure I'll be posting pictures from that there Thought Park with that there purple one in the afternoon tomorrow. Until then, enjoy your Wednesday. I'll catch you on Thursday lunchtime. If you have been, thanks very much for watching.